Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Steelers going up against the Bulldogs. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the London Bulldogs. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
To throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
8 yards to go here on second down. off as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a gain of 21 that time. And now they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a 1st quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. Brand 38.
A first down carry now for Crowell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Crowell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup.
Here we go.
And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They're going to look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Green, 3. No, check, Patriot!
He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now back to throw. The 20. It's caught. Shepard. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Pardon the rims of the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom. Right now, watching now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is the big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I are right back at you after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Over!
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
the game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring...
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to throw here. He rifles one, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he'll bang that one through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. It's Crowell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They come out here in the eye. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. What?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with great field position here, a chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Here we go now. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to speed things up here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Gun! Here we go. Check. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 8.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye.
Ohio. Here we go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding time. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the play clock's running down. They'll run it again with Crowell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Crowell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And it's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now back out comes the offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A really nice. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. A strong running. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. In motion comes the tight end left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for London, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run